How to trade while living a busy life? This is a question I get a lot for Instagram, for YouTube, for basically everywhere. And being a trader for more than 5 years, I found a lot of ways how to actually manage to do it, especially in the beginning stages for myself. When I was starting trading, I was working from 9 in the morning until 9 in the evening. Okay, 9 in the morning until 12 in the evening. And I'm going to explain to you exactly how I still manage to teach myself how to trade and how you can do this too. So make sure that you keep watching. Now, if you're new to the live streams, my name is Camille. I also go by the name of Trading Wizard. And on this channel, I share more about the reality of day trading instead of all of the nonsense you see. So the free signal groups, the call groups and all of the nonsense. No, I made more than 950x in the markets publicly. And I show you what it actually takes in order to make those kind of profits. Now, when we're looking at this, I want to understand that we are going through a couple of things today. We are going to talk about the upcoming year. We are going to talk about how you can trade while you're living a busy life with some rules here. The power of structure. After that, I'm going to do a market update for the upcoming week. The last four live streams, we nailed almost every single stream with the market updates. I tend to do it again this week, so I will explain to you exactly what I see for the upcoming week and what I'm looking for when it comes down to trading. Besides that, a quick update about BTC and about the current ranges, and that we are currently in a make or break moment when I'm looking at the markets. So those are quite some things that we have to discuss. Now, one of the first things is that we have 2 months left for the end of the year, and a lot of people they want to rub it in like you did absolutely nothing and this and this and this. I just want to keep it very simple for you. In 2 months, you can change a lot and you can change the entire fundamentals in order to make 2026 your year. Now, again, what you can do is you can be in waiting mode now and say, hey, I'm going to be a complete new person in 2026. And then I'm going to make my list with new things. And then I'm going to become a new human in the first quarter of that year. In my opinion, instead of focusing on that, start when it's hard. And when is it hard? It's hard at the 2 last months of the year. Because, of course, you have all of the holidays. You are going with family to family dinners and all of the stuff. That is the moment, in my opinion, when you want to start. That is the moment when you want to test your discipline. Okay, in the beginning of the year, it's quite easy. I would say, hey, instead of waiting now for 2 months and making the problem only worse, let's say, hey, let's pick it up a bit earlier. How I always view it is you have a car, okay, and a car has four wheels. One of them, you fucked up the wheel. Okay, does this mean now that I'm going to get a knife and take out all of the other wheels as well? Or are we going to say, hey, one wheel is broken, fuck it, let's fix it, so that at the end of the day in 2026 we are going on the right path. Now, this is something, in my opinion, that you should do. If you messed around a bit too much this year, or you didn't get anything or everything out of the year that you wanted to, instead of waiting now, make sure that you are ready like an athlete for 2026. Okay, so you have 2 more months. Make sure that every single Sunday you are here where we are discussing the markets, where we are discussing basically all of the important parts of being a day trader. And of course, if you want to do this with me, you can always go to the links below. Apply to the free school where I literally show you exactly what I do when it comes down to trading and investing. If you want to work with me, then you can always apply below for a call. Okay, now when you're looking at this, again, how to trade while living a busy life. This is a question a lot of people have, because a lot of people, they are currently in a situation where they really want to break free, but they just cannot seem to find the time. Okay, you are maybe studying, you are doing multiple studies, or you have a 9 to 5 that takes a lot of time, or you have a busy family and all of the stuff. First of all, I want to say I get it. Okay, I get it that you don't have time. The only thing that I'm saying is you have to make time. It's that simple. And if you don't want to do this, then maybe the reward isn't for you. It's that simple. When I'm looking at myself, I sacrificed a lot of things in order to go to this stage. And again, I was working from 9 in the morning until 12 in the evening when I started all of my entire journey. And I said, hey, fuck it. During my work, I can't trade. So what do I have to do? When I'm home, I live pretty close to the office. I had to go home, open up the laptop for 4 hours, okay? Then I said, okay, I have to sacrifice some sleep. Of course, this is not something very nice to do, but I had to do it. I slept for 4 hours, woke up 1 hour before my job, did some push-ups at home, and then I went to my job again, okay? Every single day for more than a year, yeah? I slept for more than a year around 4 hours a night. Is that healthy? No, but at least it brought me to the situation where I am now, okay? Was it worth it? Yes. I don't believe in balance. You have this nonsense now where every social media influencer is telling you, oh yeah, and you need to live a balanced life and make sure that you have your oats in the morning. Shut up. Shut up. All of them, none of them actually made money. Maybe they made you, maybe they made some money fucking selling you a ebook online. That's it. Okay? Talk to any guy who actually made serious money in the space, and he will tell you, balance in the beginning, it doesn't exist. It's something you build afterwards. When I'm looking at my life now, yes, it's pretty balanced, okay? Compared to the beginning. The beginning is the moment when you have to prove yourself that you actually want it. The beginning is the moment when you had to separate yourself from your old environment. The beginning is the trenches, okay? And that is by far the hardest part ever. But it's them who are willing to say, fuck this, I'm going to put in all of this work, that will get the reward at the end of the line. If you're not willing to do all of the hard work, if you're not willing to have the early mornings, if you're not willing to put in the extra work when other people are partying, if you're not willing to cancel some of those vacations in order to just learn, if you're not willing to sacrifice some money in the beginning on losing some trades, then lower your desire. It's that simple. If you're not willing to make sacrifices, then lower your desire. Because I can tell you one thing, the reward goes to the people who were willing to lower, to sacrifice everything. The only reason why I got a shit ton of money is because I said I'm willing to sacrifice a shit ton for it. If you want to do this just 1 hour a day, very relaxed, thinking I'm going to move to Bali with a coconut in my hand, then fuck off. Yeah? Or go to someone who will sell you the dream. And you will get scammed buying their shitty course. All fine. If you're coming to me, I will give you the harsh reality. And the harsh reality is that you have to work your ass off in order to make some money. So when you clicked on this video, you most probably hoped that I'm going to give you an entire structure so it will become very easy. No. Will I give you a structure? Yes. Will it be easy? Fuck no. Not here to do that. Clear? Clear. Okay. Now, when you're looking at this, again, one of the things that I do, and that all of my clients do, and that all of the clients who came to me in the beginning, who said, hey, Camille, listen, I have a very fucking busy life. I don't know how we are going to manage to do this. I said to them, just trust me. We're going to make a structure. Now, the structure is very simple. You just wake the fuck up earlier. Yes? When you're looking at my Instagram stories, what do you see every single morning? You see all of the wizards who went through the university, so basically the first stages of my mentorship, in the morning at live trading, calling together at 5 a.m. Why? Because at 5 a.m., the majority of the people, they don't work yet, okay? They start at 9. So this means that we want to leverage the morning in the best possible way. We want to make sure that it's a time where your wife is still asleep, your children are still asleep, your girlfriend is still asleep, your study mates are still asleep. I don't care what your excuse is. You just wake up early, you take a shower, you gym before, so you wake up at 4, okay? You went to the gym already, now at 5, it's just time to fucking log in. Yeah? It's that simple. That is where we are going to get the hours from. Every single morning, those wizards are together on a call, reviewing the markets in the way that we have discussed in the previous week. Okay? So last week, we had discussed how I am approaching the markets from a Sunday perspective and from a day-to-day perspective. This is something they do together every single morning at 5. And this is something I would highly recommend anyone to do. When you're looking at your mornings, it's one of the most important trading moments, okay? Why? Because this brings you your freedom. I am going to travel in the upcoming week, okay? I'm going to Europe. Now, while I'm traveling, one thing is important for me. Freedom comes with a lot of responsibility. I'm going to travel. I didn't say vacation, okay? Vacation for me, it doesn't really exist. Why? Because my job is quite easy to do everywhere. So what am I going to do? When I'm there, same thing. Wake up at 4, go to the gym, and at 5, I do my morning update for myself and for the wizards. Why? Because at the end of the day, in the morning, I'm going to sit down, analyze, okay, are there potential triggers for today? Now, it's a fucking lie that you have to trade 5 times a day. Get that out of your head. Someone who told you, yeah, and in order to do it, you have to take 5 times a day, most probably told you afterwards to join their shitty Telegram group where they're going to provide you with some free signals, and the only thing you had to do is just go into their into their broker, okay? That's most probably what happened. I can tell you one thing. From a real trading perspective, sometimes I don't trade for 3 to 4 days. Sometimes I just do 1 trade a week, like this week, okay? Just 1. Why? Because the market doesn't always give the opportunities that you want to, okay? At the end of the day, we have to wait for the markets to give us something. We cannot just randomly force our setups into the market, since the market doesn't give a fuck about us. We need to take advantage of the market, but the market will decide. Okay? Doing this in the morning is very easy. I just always say, hey, I'm going to check the heartbeat of the market now. So a lot of people, they wear the whoop, and what you basically do is you are the whoop of the market. I'm just looking, wake up, I look in the range, where are we currently hovering in the range? Okay? Again, when I'm looking at range, it's very simple. Range, only 3 action points inside of a range. Then I ask myself, am I in one of those 3 action points today? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, okay. Are there already active triggers? No? Okay. On which time frame am I checking? And when can it potentially today unfold? Okay, upcoming 4 to 5 hours, I will wait and I will set notifications. Then if the answer is no, and we are not in an area of interest, I will say, okay, is there a chance that we are going there today? Yes or no? If the answer is yes, okay, I will set my notifications on those areas and I'm going to walk away from the chart. When I'm looking at morning updates for myself, sometimes it takes less than 15 minutes. Sometimes it takes 1 hour, okay? All depending on what the market gives me. This is something that's so important. Why? Because this will get you away from being behind the screen 24/7. Some people, I see them all day behind the screen and they are telling me, and I did 15 trades today. What the fuck are you doing? There's no way the market will give you 15 trades in one day. No way. No matter the strategy. What I want you to understand, it's not about the quantity of the trades. It's not about I'm doing 20 trades, so this is going to print me money. No, it's about the quality of them. Again, I took 1 trade this week. Yeah, 1. I shared this one in the free school as well. Look at this. Yeah, I can tell you one thing. This is going to pay, or this 1 trade can pay for my upcoming trip and all of the trips I want to do in 2026. Yeah, this one. 1 trade. Because I'm not a fucking retard who says I need to do 15 in a day. No, I just focus on 1 quality setup. Again, shared it live. So live basically means shared it when the price was here. Yes? Not to show you, hey, you go in this one now because I'm so super smart. No, this is the only way for me to show you that I actually know what I'm talking about. That is why I'm doing the live streams, to show you guys, hey, this is my thesis for the upcoming week. Let's see if I'm right. Well, last 4 streams, I was pretty right. Okay? Now when we're looking at this, guys, again, to quickly go back to the list before we are talking here the entire night. Let me see. Yeah. Now, I have two very simple sayings, okay? One of them, the harder it is now, the better it will become. When you're looking at your life now, if you don't have a lot of time and you have to do the same thing like I did, so you have to sacrifice some sleep in order to make this shit work, okay? The harder it is now, the easier it will become. The better the finish will feel, okay? If you are struggling now, you have two choices. You're going to stop and bitch about it, and then every single time when you see someone else succeed, just think, oh, I could have been that if I wasn't such a fucking pussy. Or you can say, hey, fuck it. It is hard now, but at the end of the day, this is what the highest paying skill in the world requires. Doctors are studying 9 years before they get some real money in. Lawyers, 8 years. Trading is the highest paying skill in the world. Do you really think that is going to be easy now? And you can just do it in 80 fucking days? No, of course not. No, it takes time, it takes effort, and that is why it will pay you. That's simple. Okay? So the harder it is now, the better it will feel once you actually made it. If you can do it with a full-time job, 2 kids, you're in debt, or I don't know what your situation is, imagine how easy it will be once the first profits are going to roll in. Okay? For me, it was the best moment ever when I could say, hey, I made more money now. I can finally stop working from 9 in the morning until 12 in the evening, and I can just fully focus on this. Then it feels really worth it. Okay? You have so what I always say, and that is from this book. It's a nice book. Oh, this one, The Art of Spending Money. It's basically what you were deprived from, you crave the most. Okay? So when you're looking at this, if you are deprived now from your freedom, in my opinion, once you finally have it, it will feel the best ever. Yes? If you live a very normal life now, okay? Your father is paying for everything and you can just do this 24/7. I'm sorry to tell you, but for you it will never ever feel the same as for someone who went through a lot of fucking hardship. And I can tell you one thing, the guy who went through a lot of fucking hardship, he will feel 20 times more successful than you. Because at the end of the day, that is what life is all about. Okay? So if you are currently feeling like you are with your back against the wall, enjoy the moment. Embrace it. Because one day you will sit back and think, fuck, I made it. Yeah, it's a nice feeling. Now, besides that, I want you to understand that when you are trading, the only way to do it is to do it 100% and never 50-50. And this is something I see a lot of people, they make this mistake and they regret it once I explain it to them. What does this mean? Let's say you have kids or you have a girlfriend or a wife or whatever, yeah? Boyfriend, husband, whatever, yeah? What I mean with do it 100% and never 50-50 is never ever think that you can trade with another task next to it. Some people, they make very good profits when they are behind their desk, totally zoned into trading. Now they are going to their job and they still want to continue to actually trade. So they're grabbing their phone and they're secretly trading, and then their boss calls them and they need to put their phone away. Okay? Boom. Trade goes to stop loss and they didn't see it. Yeah? Now they made their boss angry because they are paying half attention, so 50%, and you're losing money because you're paying 50% attention to this. Same goes with your wife. Oh, baby, let's go to a nice dinner. You go to this expensive restaurant because you are already way too hooked into this trading thing and you feel a bit guilty. Okay? Everyone has this sometimes, yeah? Then you're going there, and what are you doing? She's sitting across you. You think, oh, I'm a good guy, I took her with me, and you're on your phone trading again. Boom. 50% on your phone. Why? Because your girlfriend wants attention. Girlfriend, 50% attention, she will fucking hate you. Okay? Same goes for your kids. Don't go out to a playground with them, being half on your phone and yeah, good job. Kids will feel it. You're fucking them over and you're fucking yourself over. Again, when you start trading, if you cannot say to yourself, hey, I'm going to wake up earlier, lower your desire or just fuck off from the industry. Yeah. This is an industry of hard workers. If you're not willing to do the hard work, just simply fuck off. Yeah. Do everything 100%. If I'm trading, I'm trading. Yeah. If I'm trading, I'm trading. I'm not doing anything else. It's that simple. Okay. Now, besides this, the power of structure. Yeah. When you're looking at the beginning stages of trading, again, the only thing that you have to do is structure your day with just some simple pillars. One, your early morning update. Again, everyone in my group who is at live trading, so who can actually trade, they need to send every single morning a market update of or just a morning overview to us. Why? Because we know it will be structure in their trading. Okay, it's a habit in trading. Now, besides this, have a workout in. Pretty important one. You don't want to be rich and fucking fat. Yeah. Besides that, always make sure that you read. Again, when I'm looking at reading, reading for me is one of the most important things. I have a list for you with more than 81 of my favorite books. Just send me a DM on Instagram and I will send you those. Just for reference, these are the books that I've read last month. Yeah, just to show you guys what I'm talking about. Yeah, I read around 2 books a week in order to leverage myself in the best way. How I feel reading is it's basically just getting a USB stick from someone who is better than you in something in your own brain and seeing how you can improve. If you don't leverage that, in my opinion, you're an absolute idiot. A lot of people, if I ask them how much would you pay in order to be in a room with Elon Musk, they say, everything I have. Okay? Then I say, okay, how many books of him did you read? Oh, yeah, none. How many podcasts? None. Okay, then what the fuck are you going to ask him that is not in the book or in the podcast? He has more than 6 books. And I don't even know how many podcasts he has where he literally answers every single question. Your question that you just paid everything for was just in here. The only thing is you're just too lazy to actually find it out. Okay? Now, guys, that being said, we're going to look at this. Okay? We have market update. Okay? It's very simple. Last week, we talked about this. Yeah, we talked about, so the market, it spiked up. The market was right, so it was right here. And I said, hey, in my opinion, one of the most healthy things would be to first fill this gap here, okay? Once this happened, so I said it here on my school, people on DM. Yeah, the market went up, you're wrong. I said, give it some time. No. Same goes for BTC. I said, hey, guys, listen. It's very simple. In my opinion, this right here, it's not sustainable. We need to head down first, okay? Next day, it went up. People on DM, yeah, no, you were wrong. Market went up. I said, just give it some time. Look at what the time did. Boom. 8%, okay? Now, when you're looking at this, again, I said if S&P goes down, BTC will heavily overextend it. What happened? This one went down, BTC went down double. You don't believe me? Watch back the previous stream where I literally said it, okay? Now, the only difference is that we are currently now in a new month, okay? So this is the Bitcoin monthly return chart where you can see basically a overview of a positive and negative month of BTC. In general, November is a pretty good month. you have a lot of like big spikes. The only thing is it goes both sides. So most of the time in November, it's a very big month. But if it is a bad month, you can see 36, 17, 7, 16. Pretty fucking heavy. This is not something I trade based upon, okay? It's just something I always look at in the beginning of the month to keep it into account. Now, when I'm looking at this, it's very simple. I just ask myself, does this translate into the market? We are currently in between two ranges, okay? So we still have the red range here, we have the green range here, and basically on itself, it made a smaller range. So just for reference, if I do this, this is the high, and then we will mark this one out as the low, okay? As the low, this here. Now, one of the most important things is that in November, most probably, we are going to pick a side, okay? We are going either towards this one or towards this one. Again, it could be, indeed, a fucking massive month. Now, one of my most important things for now is that at the moment, the market doesn't give any sign for a long or for a short. Nothing, okay? Not on BTC, not on ES. Why? Because for this one, it still shows, hey, we could easily head towards here from just a very simple FIB perspective, we could still move up, okay? So tomorrow, most probably, could bring a lot, okay? I will do an extra update about that tomorrow, again, in the free school. Something I do every single week. So on a Sunday, I give my overview for the week. On a Monday, most of the time, we already have the answer, okay? And that's when I make an update in the free school. So make sure that you watch that one there. Now, when I'm looking at this, we are currently at a massive make or break point for November, okay? This is the moment when I say I'm not going to enter any position. Okay, so how last week I said, hey, I'm leaning towards shorts, and I opened this trade here, yeah, here. Right now, I don't want to touch anything, okay? Again, the reality of trading is not trading 24/7. It is waiting for the right direction and the right moments. At the moment, the market signals zero direction, even from this range, okay? So the range inside of the range, we are currently at a mid. There's nothing to do here. So what do I want to do? I want to wait until the price gives me a response, either in green, either in red, from this smaller range here. I'm not going to do anything else. I don't care if I have to wait 3 days. I don't care if I have to wait 4 days, okay? For me, it's very simple. As long as I don't have a clear picture on ES here, I won't do anything on BTC. The reason, again, ES is the main leader of the market. As long as ES leads BTC, I will have to wait for this one to move. This translates into everything in the market. When I'm looking at SOL, it gives you the exact same price action. When I'm looking at any other token, it gives you the exact same price action. It's at a make or break point. At these kind of moments, it's not smart to enter massive positions. It's smart to say, hey, I will wait for the market. Okay? So this is a pretty short update compared to usual. So when I'm looking at this, the S&P, it played out from last week, okay? But now we have to wait for the actual confirmation for, in my opinion, November, okay? When you're looking, for example, back, let's say we're going back in time. So let's say we're going to 2024, exactly the same thing. Look at November. Okay. Yeah, here. So it starts here, same thing. No clarity, after that, clarity, and directly we have a push, okay? Again, I don't want to waste my capital in moments like these. I don't want to mess up the clarity in moments like these. I want to say, hey, fuck it, I'm going to wait for the right triggers so I will be able to trade this entire move, okay? All right, guys, for now, this is the update. I hope that you guys liked it. If you have any other questions, make sure that you go to my Instagram and just ask me the question there. Make sure that you tune in for upcoming week as well on upcoming Sunday. Besides that, again, if you want to understand more of my ranges, go to the free school. If you want to have the update tomorrow as well, go to the free school as well and apply there. Guys, thank you so much for watching again. I hope that you liked it, and I will see you all next week. Ciao, ciao.